Wow, what can I say, guys? What a fantastic week. Did you see Bitcoin, as I predicted before Christmas, going up above $62,000? And in the last week or two, there's been over $20,000 worth of Bitcoin. So even if you're a dollar up here, $20,000. We'll do the full analysis in the next few minutes for the weekly Forex forecast. But let me just show you a couple of other things as well. The S&P 500 using the Advanced Pro charts, still going strong from the change of character, over 800 points so far, and we don't have a target on this either. Did you see DAX? DAX this week had a break of the bullish flag and continued up, and this, if you followed this all the way through, is over 2,493 points. I'm going to do the full analysis, so enjoy, put your feet up and have a lot of fun. The first one we're looking at today is the DXY, where now for dollar. This is really important because this indicates where the dollar is going to go, and in particular what pairs we're going to be looking at. We're not looking at any euro dollar or pound dollar or US yen yet. There's no confirmation because the DXY is completely sideways. So there's other positions better, like Bitcoin, like oil, like DAX, like the S&P 500, like gold. And I'm going to do the full analysis in the next 15 minutes during the weekly Forex forecast for the 3rd of March. Before I do that, I just want to drop into Forex Factory and the calendar and see what's going on this week. So Monday, nothing really going. We've got CPI coming out of Switzerland. So if you're holding on to any Switzerland positions, then just be aware of that, 7:30 AM GMT. Tuesday, not much going on in terms of the dollar. We've got the BOJ governor speak. We've got ISM Services PMI on Tuesday, 3 p.m. Look out for that. That could liven things up a bit. And we've got Fed Chairman Powell testifying at 3 p.m. So that may be sideways on Wednesday. We'll have to wait and see. Thursday, the usual jobs claims, but then we've got the big one. We've got Friday, we've got non-farm payroll. So just be aware of these factors when trading. And if you are trading gold or any US dollar in the early part of the week, you should be fine. But of course, as we head into Friday, then of course volumes will probably drop. Then everyone's waiting for the non-farm payroll at 1:13. I'll be standing by, so don't worry, I'll be there to support you. So let's run through the markets. First of all, the DXY, then we go on to the yen futures, then the Swiss futures. And if you are a member, you'll know exactly the routine because I do this every day for members. And for the members, I'll give you the trends that are actually trending right now, and I'll give you the trailing stops as the prices move, and I'll give you the targets as well. Okay, so if you want to become a member, just click on the links in the description below, and it's 14 days free trial. So the DXY needs to think about where it wants to go next. It's completely sideways this week, so it hasn't done anything at all. There is a little bit of support for this price, as you can see from the Advanced Pro charts. This is automatically drawn on your chart. So if this continues up and up and up, as may be the case, then the target is 106.83. However, if it breaks these trend lines in the week sometime, then we could see a weaker dollar down to 102.48. My apologies for my croaky voice. It's one of the hazards of having 6 grandchildren, catching all their colds. In terms of the yen futures, this obviously dictates which direction the yen pairs go. And as we see, once we get a parabolic trend to the upside, this is what happens. And then once we get a parabolic trend to the downside, this is what happens. At the moment, very similar to the DXY, we are seeing pretty much sideways momentum. No momentum, got a sideways move really. But we do have a little bit of a falling wedge going on here, which has been broken. So this could indicate that there's going to be a move upwards in the next few days. And if that is the case, then the yens are getting ready for a big fall. So watch out for that. We do have yens in a parabolic trend. I'm going to cover those in the next few minutes and give you the targets, etc. So in order for this to go parabolic to the upside, then we need to see the price break up above this black line and then hold on to support, and then our target for this week is 66.99. any kind of movement to the upside means that the yen pairs are going to be falling down, so look out for that. On to the Swiss franc futures. This is a little bit clearer, although there is a wedge formation. I don't know if you can see that. I've drawn the two lines there. There's a falling wedge. So any kind of breakdown, target heads for 11099 and then 10966. But there is a support line there. So any break to the downside means that the Swiss pairs are going to move up. So on to the indices now. No other indices are parabolic. In other words, they're not trending. The Dow Jones, the FTSE 100, the Nasdaq any longer, Hang Seng. The Aussie 200 has had a break of structure to the upside. It's holding on to the support now, and all the buyers are in. So a fantastic move is likely, and our target for this week is 7882. The S&P 500 continues in its rising wedge, as you can see here, and as long as it holds on to that structure, then we will continue up. We don't have a target for this. We are simply trailing the stop along the way with members, and you're enjoying the ride. I hope you are. The DAX, again, congratulations. One of the things that we do here at the Trading Mentors, we hold a portfolio of positions and we pick the best trending ones that are available, and then we simply go for it with a much wider stop. And every day we pop in and we just move the stop. Let me give you an example of this here. So we have, this is the DAX, this is the change of character on the 4-hour, and we just move our stop with the structure and with the previous low, so that you lock in all those profits and it very quickly becomes zero risk. So it's a fantastic way to trade. And all you do for 10 minutes, listen to my video, move your stop, and then you lock in the profits along the way. So further upside for the DAX, and my new target now is 19115. 19115. We might as well go along with the stops. So your stop now is 17503. Let's do it this way. The oil has broken up. And so therefore it's parabolic to the upside. Further upside momentum is likely. It's had a bit of head and shoulders here. You can see that the head is down here. There's the left shoulder, an inverse head and shoulders there, and this has just recently broken out to the upside from that neckline, and so therefore we can expect this to go to $87.28. Your stop is $77.46. Now Bitcoin, let me give you some. Right, Bitcoin. So one of the things we have here, of course, it's bullish, and we've been saying this since before Christmas. It's going to $100,000. It's not going to go in a straight line, of course. It is going to have some pullbacks. So we can see this line here, which is automatically drawn on your chart. There is support for this price. So any move down to $57,000 in the next few days is going to be a buying opportunity. And your target is 74,247, which is the next leg up. So there is going to be a pullback to 57,000, somewhere around here. Then you're going to get another change of character to the upside. Once it breaks, don't hesitate. Some of the charts aren't quite ready yet. Gold is ready, but I'll cover that one in a moment. But this is silver, and we have a triangle formation here that I've drawn on here. So what we are expecting is the price to break out to the upside in the next couple of days. So any break above this resistance line is going to indicate further upside momentum and a buying opportunity for silver. So look out for that, members, when I come in to do the video in the afternoon. Target $25.89. So just a reminder, if you want my analysis every day, happy to do it. All you do is pop in and see my video on demand every day during the New York session. I post it to your email and into the Telegram channel. Here is gold. I've just done a separate video on this. Hopefully that you find that helpful. And basically, technically, it's now bullish, of course. And we do expect to pull back down to somewhere around 2053. Stop loss is 20.32. Trade at your own risk, of course, and based upon your own technical knowledge and your own charts. This is the Advanced Pro Charts, which is available for everybody. If you want to buy it, you can, and you get my 1 year's support and coaching. So the next target is 21.46, which is the previous high, but this could fly. This could fly. I'm hesitant to do any analysis on the US dollar pairs because basically the US DXY is completely sideways. This is the US Canadian, and it is forming a ascending triangle, which indicates further upside momentum, and we do have all the buys in, etc. So there's likely to move higher, but there is news this week. Look out for that. I think tomorrow, Monday. So the target's going to be 136.78, but it's not one that I'm going to be trading. Okay, on to the yens. Well, these look fantastic. It has to be said. We have a new change of character to the downside. All the sellers are in. This is going to 108.50 or beyond. 107.80 is a lovely number to go by. Let's see if we can give you more information. We can give you more information. So here we go. Your stop loss is 111.27. Target is 107.80. New Zealand yen, very similar. There's a bit of support for this price, but we do have all the sellers in actually. Yep, that looks like it's not ready yet. What's going to happen here? Let me just do a little bit more. So we have a support line here. So what's likely to happen, you're going to get a pullback back up to about 92.46, somewhere around there, and your target is 90.16. Same for the Aussie yen, of course. New Zealand yen and Aussie yen do the same thing. So just be aware of that. And if there is going to be a big move down, then the Aussie yen is going to 93, 96. Do we have change of character? We do have change of character as well. Very similar to the New Zealand yen, but this is looking stronger than the New Zealand yen. So target 93.96. Now, I would wait till Monday. Members, I'll let you know on that on Monday. Swiss yen, again, looking really, really lovely. Change of character to the downside, and the target is 65.49. This is at the major support area here, down here. And, yep, that looks fine. So we can now put our stop to, and I will confirm the trailing stop every day. You don't need to purchase the Advanced Pro Charts, which you're looking at now. You just pop in as a member, look at the video on demand, and I will tell you the trailing stops, I will tell you what's trending, and I'll give you the targets. I can't be any more generous than that. Euro Swiss to the upside, congratulations members. It hit our target 95.30 in the week. Nice little profit there, and all the buyers are still in, and it's broken that. We do expect a little bit of a pullback, of course, that's what happens. So it's likely to come back down to 95.30 before it bounces straight back up again. But your stop now is 95.21. That will hold on. And remember that the stops are designed to be overextended, in other words, way beyond the average true range, so that therefore you're not going to get stopped out ever. So they just keep a nice width within the range during the day so that it can do whatever it likes. And we do expect pullbacks. And one thing that I would say is when you see a pullback, for members especially, if you've got the charts, here's a pullback here as an example, bit of coaching going on. There's the pullback. You can be aggressive and go into it because this is a high liquidity area. However, you're better off waiting for the price to move up above the RSI signal line, what I call the signal line, the 50. See that there? That black line indicates more strength coming in, and therefore the price continues upwards. What can happen sometimes if you see this going on and you think, well, this is it now, this is finished, it can just simply go down and down and down, can't it? So at the end of the day, sometimes better off waiting for it to move back up to the above the 50 because that's where the strength is. Euro Canadian looking strong. Don't forget there's news out, and Canadian news out tomorrow, Monday, I think, so look out for that. But nonetheless, we've got a long position. All the buyers are in on the Euro Canadian. There's a little bit of resistance here. It hit our target this week, didn't it? 147.28. Congratulations, members who got that. And there's a new target now of 149.96. This is based upon the previous high. And also notice this falling wedge, which has been broken at this point. So that kind of action above the 50 MA as well is strong. So we do expect this to go higher. Where do you place your stop? Let me tell you, your stop now is 146.38. Further upside momentum is likely to 149.96. Euro Aussie is looking positive. As long as it holds on to this support area here, this support line, there's another one there, a weaker one, but nonetheless, as long as it holds on to that structure, then we can expect the price to go to 171.73. All the buys are in, so happy days, and we can have a trailing stop here of 165.39. Aussie New Zealand is looking strong. We've just had a break of this descending triangle here. Let me draw that in for you. There. There, so that's the breakout. So we do expect further upside momentum to occur. There's the long-term trend line, and that's going to go to 108.32. We can have an initial stop and trailing stop of, you can see it on your chart, 106.20. Pound New Zealand is similar as well. This is going to 209.63. And beyond that, oh no, right, okay, what we've got here, we've got an inverse head and shoulders. Just spotted that, and a wedge formation. So what we really want to do is wait for this to break out to 209.63. You can see that there. All it's doing at the moment is consolidating. So wait for the price to go up to above 209.63. I'll actually put an alert on that, and I'll put that into the members area once it gets triggered, so that once it gets above that, then it's going to 21611. Have a wonderful weekend.